Je pense qu'il n'y a personne.
Ah ouais?
On dirait. 7 watching now.
Tu genre que ça marche pas, puis...
Ouais, c'est bugué. C'est vrai.
C'est un bon channel? Weird.
Oh, hey! Hot Pockets! Hello! And yes, it is. Oh, awesome! Okay, cool. Whew! Guys, give me a bit of a scare. Dang it. I drew another sword that's like a bit melty. Oops. Oh well. Hey, Auntie Patience, hi. How are you? How is everyone today? I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing great today, thank you. How about you? I'm doing okay. A bit I don't know how to describe it really, but with the fires that we have in sort of the middle of Canada right now, and allergies, I kind of feel like I have a cold. You know that sort of allergy feeling. So if I sneeze during the stream or if I sound particularly congested, that's why. But aside from that, I'm doing great. I like the usual. Like I'm good but tired, which is basically the default past a certain age. I have a cold matcha latte. It's particularly delicious. It's the cartons you can get from Tazo. Tazo? Anyway. It's somewhat sweet, so it should help. Get a little boost before crashing later on. Otto! Hey! Hello! Hi Keep! Hi Lana! Oh my gosh! Horrible about the fires out there. Seriously. That's really bad. And I kind of wouldn't think it would travel like so much in the sense that we are like further, like I'm kind of far from the fire, right? But you can still smell the smoke when it gets here. I love the jacket. Oh, thank you so much. What's it called? Dang it, une armure de tissu, mais ça s'appelle comment? Guillaume, une armure de tissu. Tu sais, le gambesson? Ouais, le gambesson. Man, all the celebrities are here. Oh my gosh. Where is the fire? I think the fire is in...
Manitoba.
North Manitoba? Yeah, north of Manitoba. Well, I've never said that in English. I have no idea how to say that in English. Manitoba. Yeah. So it's kind of a middle-ish province of Canada.
Mais je pense qu'il y en a aussi au Québec.
Tu penses qu'il y en a ici aussi? Mr. E says that there might be some fires in this province too. Maybe that's the one we're getting. Manitoba? What do you want me to say in French? I'll say anything in French. I got some Windsor Newton Style turquoise and Windsor Newton Naples yellow on the way. Ooh! My plans for a small palette are failing. Ah, man, you need to be a special kind of person to be able to stick to a small palette only. I love the pronunciation. That. Well, I mean, it's straightforward. It sounds different from English, but like I think that if someone said it in Japanese, it would sound exactly the same. Or just about, you know. And I didn't say it with my French-Canadian accent either. I tried to keep it more of a standard French. In Canadian French, you know, in sort of standard French, it would be something like Manitoba. But here we would say Manitoba. Like think the O would get stretched out a bit. Keep as a super cute little setup, actually. Ooh, where can I see that? Accent. I mean, you guys can say that because you don't speak French, so you have no idea just how lumberjacky my accent is. When I went to Switzerland and was surrounded by like European French people, they couldn't understand a single thing I was saying. At times, it was like, it was weird because I was like, I don't know how else to say this. Like I don't I don't, what do you want me to say? Oh yeah, please share it on the Discord if you are sur la rack.
Sur la rack?
S'il te plaît. I'll try to manually zoom in a bit. Almost smooth. Almost. And a tiny alley painting with a cat too. Ooh, a cat. You said the magic words. Right. Gonna give this a second to dry. This should not take a long time to dry because these are like the oh hoo hoo fine liners. These tend to dry kind of fast. I need my reference. I'll be able to untape this. Should be dry by now. I feel like it could be even an inspiration. Ooh. Oh, they're nice. They're great fine liners so far as I've used them, really. I mostly use these for writing stuff, like the name of colors on swatch cards and whatnot. But they're fine for art too. Yeah, I did indeed. Not that anyone's asking, but I did try to flatten a swatch sheet with Otto's method for flattening paper. Because this is like, I keep being stupid about this in the sense that I know what's the paper I like for swatch sheets like this. But I don't have any on hand, and if I want to buy a new pad, it's huge and expensive-ish. And I keep instead telling myself that I don't need that many pages, so I might as well just buy something smaller. But then the paper is always terrible. Well, terrible. The main issue with this one is that it's really thin. So when I was done painting these swatches, like you can see, it's still kind of wavy a bit, but it was just whatever. Like it's terrible. So I had to flatten it. So I use Otto's method of wetting the back of the sheet slightly, flattening it between two corrugated. I use corrugated plastic sheets because they're inexpensive, they're waterproof, and I have access to them. And that spent like most of yesterday and all of the night. And this morning I set it up to finish drying, so it's much flatter, even if it's not completely flat, you know. These are Masha's watercolors. There you go. It's definitely much better than it was, even if it's still a bit wavy. These are beautiful paints. Amazing paints. I got initiated to them through my friend Elodie. And Elodie really likes, and she works really well with paints that have like texture and like separate in hues. So she was accomplishing like marvelous things with these paints. And then I reached out to Masha, and she sent me some paint for review, and recently I got some more. And I'm working on a sort of an updated or a review part 2, I guess, with some new colors. But yeah, so most of these, like the last few here, are single pigments, so 4 quinacridones and then cobalts and ultramarine blue. I hope it's visible. But for most of the rest of them, they are a mix of pigments to get a really intentional texture effect. Like I don't know if you guys can see, but like this shadow turquoise has orange in it, and turquoise, and shadow green dark. Yeah, it's lovely. This one is beautiful. The Vivianite here are single pigments. The Mars Violet is also single pigment. The Malachite here. But I think everything else, but you know, these, they're all like mixtures to create some sort of very textural effect. And another thing that I really like of these is that it's one of the few artisans that I know of that doesn't use any essential oil in her recipe, so the paints don't have any particular scent. And I think that's worth mentioning for the people who are quite sensitive to scents. It's a Mars Violet is PR 101. So yeah, this is my pigment overlay. Pretty. So that's some of these are the paints that I want to use for this little guy here. I also have these bigger swatches. I have no idea what's in frame and what is not in frame. So this is fortunately, I think it's more Arches paper that is starting to get weird. Because some colors have the dots in them, but some don't, so I don't know what's up with that. Oh, I'm almost in frame a little bit. Dang it. Hold on. Something like that. Right. Not cute, but sort of a bit more like this. There's a bit of a delay, so hopefully this is not too terrible. I don't think I can fit them well in the screen, but you should be able to get a feel for most colors this way. So these are the colors that I have sort of on hand to paint the cat. I don't have a plan yet, really. Considering the colors that are there, I was thinking of perhaps having the cat be a white cat, because that's always a great way to manage a cat color when you don't really have a good cat color available. But this I might do like a color point. Like this is a color named Flame, so if I did a flame point, that would do something, right? Trying to think of my plan. I feel like Shadow Blue Dark could be the color of my shadows. Yay! Good job, me. Okay, so this is going to be the cat's eye color, I think. I think the mint could be my background color. Okay, so what I mostly have left is metal and fabric. I have too many colors for the things that I need to do. I might use this for like the cat too, like blush and stuff like that. This could go on the sword to make it a bit bloody. All right, what's left? I could, but it's so far it's just gonna be like this sort of shape that's gonna have a bit of a hard edge on this bottom part, and then sort of spreads out. That's what I wanted to try. Hey, box of paint! Hello! For today's limited palette, I choose all the colors. Yeah, basically. Alright. I'll get started and figure it out along the way. Alright. Just grabbing brushes. Should work. That's the thing though, Lena, all of them. I'll see. I'll get started with the stuff that I know what color I want it to be, and then I might like have a better feel for the rest of it. What are you cooking, Auntie Patience? It's been a crazy few weeks. Had a few where my tablet wouldn't show the chat. Oh, whoa, weird. And we're mostly... That's good. That's a good update. Is Miss Emmy still using her exercise wheel? Oh wow, that brush is not clean. Okay, better. So peach, this one. Amy is still tracking it on her exercise wheel and putting us to shame for not being able to go to the gym. Ah! Fried potatoes fresh from crowd farming in Portugal. I should be steaming them, but comfort food. Yeah. Yep. I'm with you on that take. Steamed or even boiled potatoes are delicious, but there's something about fried potatoes that hits extra. Everyone's good. Emmy's dental stuff has healed really well. Hubby's mostly recovered, and I'm just waiting for round. Aww. Skillet fried potatoes are the ultimate. Oh, seriously. Messy and all of that, but so delicious. I'll try to get started on metal, and I'm gonna use deep sea. embarrassing. Using my mama's cast iron skillet that I brought over from the States. No, yeah. Oh, that's cool. So, wait, hold on. Cast iron skillets, you're not supposed to really wash them, are you? Seasoned with love. Oh man, I have Kugelhof like earthenware, not pans, not molds. I guess pan would probably work best, but you know, it's for baking the big breads, and you're not supposed to, technically, you're not supposed to wash them either. But the only issue I have with that is that if they go unused for a really long time, the years and years and years of butter that is seeped into them gets rancid, and they stink so bad. So I'm still on the fence about the one that I got from my mom. Because it's not like I use it enough to justify this brush is too big. I need a smaller brush. It has a fine point, but it's almost too big that I keep putting paint outside of the lines. Not that it's a big deal, but I don't think this one is going to be that much better, but I'll give it a try. Washing them is a sacrilege. So yeah, that's what I heard too, but then I'm kind of confronted to the notion of how do you keep them quote unquote clean if you're not supposed to wash them? I might have to do that for the Kugel up whatever pan that I have, because I really have no idea what to do with it, to be honest. On one hand, it's kind of part of my quote-unquote heritage from my mother's family. Like my granddad was from Alsace, and it's kind of a delicacy from there, and it's delicious, mind you. It's like a big brioche with a lot of butter in it, and I like to do the recipe and not have the raisins in it, so it's even better. But my main two issues are that, one, I don't really use the pan that I got, so it's stinky, so perhaps I should just wash it. But also, the recipe I have requires 2 pans, and my mom had 2 pans, but then she passed, and my brother got 1 pan and I got the other. So I mean, yeah, you're gonna say, well, you just do half the recipe, but it's tricky because it has like an uneven number of eggs, and it's kind of silly to split up. Like it used one packet of yeast, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's just annoying. Which the annoying side makes it so that I kind of bake it even less. Nothing in the world like the crust on cornbread made in a real skillet. Ooh. Well, that made no sense. Hey, what do you want me to tell you? I'm not saying it was a great idea, but yeah, and haven't really spoken to. Maybe I should ask my brother. What's this? Like what um he's done with his pan. I kind of expect the answer to be nothing, but who knows? I might ask him if he wants mine. So, and the recipe if he doesn't have it. You can't really freeze the. It's a yeasted dough that needs to rise. You can't really freeze it. Like you have to prepare the whole thing, then you split it in half. You leave it in the pans to rise up to like 3 times its size, and then you bake it. The genuine pans are difficult to find. I can get like a cast iron one quite easily, but they're not the real deal. Duad, hey! You can only make the recipe work when you and your brother visit each. Well, we don't, and I'm not gonna. I would have to haul an earthenware um, pan for like 300 kilometers, and like of bus on one way, and well, I mean car on the other way. Car would be manageable, but so yeah, it's not an easy fix. I did the recipe once, and I was like, oh, like I didn't have any indication of what it was for. So I put all the dough in one in the one pan that I have, and it started overflowing, and I was like, oh crud. So I had to fish out some of it and put it in whatever pan I had on hand, but it was a kind of a pain in the ass to cook because you had to cook them separately somewhat. The main outdoors, hello. How are you doing today? I like making one cornbread recipe in 2 skillets because I want all the crumbs. Hear that? Like making brownie batches, so there are all the corners. Small brownie batches. That's so funny. Great, I am enjoying your character illustration. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad. How's the weather in Maine today? In that case, I'm so grateful that only heritage recipes my mom is gonna leave me don't require. Yeah, seriously. Like the recipe itself is not that complicated, but it's the hardware. Anyway. Oh, raining. Oh no. We have a rainy day too, and people are complaining because there are concerts. But we didn't have much rain this year, so it's also nice. My plant babies are not enjoying our nose brain. Aww. Aww. I don't grow plants much, but my tomatoes are doing well. Chives, chili, and basil inside too. Pick some wild German chamomile. Ooh, lovely. Eh ben molle. Elle est vraiment toute molle. Trop cute. The kitty night reminds me a bit of Lias. Fair, fair. Not intentional, but I see it. Hey, hello, Bio. This is delicious. Why is it blurry? Hold on. Ah, there you go. No one said anything, guys. Oh my gosh. A-dub's adorable. Oh, thanks for the the translation. I only bought a few plants this year, as almost everything made it through winter, but the globe artichoke seemed to have reseeded itself and... Ooh! I am writing a handwritten letter to a childhood friend right now when it turns... Yeah, it really is. Just when I was inking this earlier, I gave myself like a big sort of cramp. I was like, oh, good job, me. Hey, Lyra, hi. Hello, hello. What is the orange of the cat? It's the flame color. It doesn't really look like that. But like the really diluted color is kind of perfect, to be honest. Yeah, even drawing. Yeah. Everything that requires some level of control, like writing, inking. Like inking, you kind of want to ink the right lines, like you don't want to mess up. So you kind of have to keep a good hold on your inking tool. Yeah, it looks good, watered down, truly. Ah, pfft. I just give myself a swipe of the brush in the face. I like the suit of armor and fantasy vibe. Hey, well, you're in the right place for that. It's something that I really enjoy painting. Sorry, I'm gonna try to catch up on chat. Such a pretty color. Is it PG7 or PG18? In this mint color? In which color? Oh, it's still on his eye. Oh, hold on. There you go. Hey, Dirty Blue, hello. don't like the tip of this brush a lot. It's kind of too fine. It's too fine for what I'm trying to do. It doesn't work. It's just on my scene squid. Ah, thank you so much. I don't know if I like the blue eyes. I don't like them. Not sure about the blue. I'm thinking I'm gonna make them the same color but darker, like dark orange. I think it's gonna look better. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that works. That works better, right? Sorry. Oh, I'll give myself brain freeze. Sorry. Yeah, I think the whole cat itself should have no blue. Like the outfit, the backdrop, fine, but the cat, no blue. I think that works better. To answer your question, I think you were asking about this green. It doesn't have any PG7 in it at all. It's PB28 and PY31. think that works a lot better. I think yellow. I was about to say I don't really have a yellowish green in this selection. I could maybe use some really diluted shadow green, but I don't think it would work. No, PY 31. Pigment yellow 31. Yeah, that's better, right? It feels less like there's a hole in the face of the cat and the background comes in. Hey, Phil, hi! Oops, sorry. I don't know if you guys hear anything when I like hit the pop filter or the microphone, but I hope not. Didn't hear a thing. Okay, cool. Whew. Oh, relief. Because I know that some sounds are so unpleasant for headphone or earbuds user. Restoration be working with pigment and listen. Do you want a fourth task to add these? Sorry. I totally get it though. It's not the judgment, it's just too relatable. Nice. It was nice seeing you too, Duad. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And thank you so much for stopping by. What color are you working on, Dirty Blue? Just wondering here, I'm looking into some stuff, mystery. And is there a need for a graniting fire red? Yeah, I mean, always. There's not that many options for granulating, you know, yellows, oranges, reds. So if you say that you have a Vibrant, saturated, granulating red within reach. I think there's a lot of potential there, in my opinion anyway. I'm taking this weekend to give myself some time to fully dive into some very pigment related, but it's not making paint. Ooh. I will hopefully have something to show during my talk on what's PRI? I feel like I don't really have the size of brush that I want on hand, which is annoying. Yeah, let's go for this one. Give me a sec, guys, and I'll be able to check chat. This is not going to be the final color of it, but for now it kind of looks like he's wearing a pajamas, and I think that's kind of funny. Pigment Revealed International. Ooh. It's hosted by Evie Atch. Oh, that's awesome. A non-profit pigment community. Whoa, I didn't know there was such a thing. I was just looking at a menu from a cafe and it has fizzy matcha. I don't know how to feel about it. Matcha, ice, Schweppes, and honey. Why not? Sounds good. No alcohol, right? Schweppes is just like fizzy stuff. Sounds refreshing. Oh no, Dante! Oh no, shampoo 2 times. Ugh. No alcohol. I mean, it sounds good. But then again, I put fruit in my sushi, so what do I know? At first I thought fizzy matcha sounded not good, but after thinking about it for a minute, yeah, I think if your brain goes to it from like hot matcha, it's just not it feels like kombucha, and that's not the vibe. But if you go at it from a matcha latte, or if you start from a lemonade, like a fizzy lemonade, but you add the kind of flavor of matcha in it, I think that has potential. I might try making the fizzy matcha at home. Yes, please, I want to know. Oh, I didn't say anything, although you didn't hear anything. Doop 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 doo. Though I think you might be the one missing out on this one. But I didn't say that. Okay. This is getting somewhere, sort of. It's okay, the bathtub in a new place seems perfect for puppy baths. There is a fruit roll at the place I order from. It's thin cucumber as the nori. And they put sweet rice. I thought he was gonna throw stuff at me if I keep going. Oh my god, you guys are giving me PTSD. The similar ones I've seen, box of paint, they were wrapped in the rice sheets, I think, and they came with chocolate sauce. Rocks yourself in the corner. Oh no. The green is not gonna be the final color because it kind of looks like pajamas at the moment, but it is my base layer. I think I'm gonna probably like add some of the forest green to it, like something with these two perhaps. I think might work. Yeah, I think so. Is it? Although I would never force you to eat it, but oh, raw onions. It's fight pajamas. I just need to make it stripy. It's gonna be perfect. So that's the weird thing. Okay, I'm not gonna specifically talk about what we were talking about, Otto. But in general, like you have so many recipes where you have a meat and a fruit. And for that, I'm kind of bothered. Like these never really work out for me. There's more to Texas food than BBQ sauce. I mean, none of these sound particularly Tex. Truly. Like, when you have pork with apples and um, ham, ham and pineapple, and I've seen sausages that were like pork and strawberries, pork and blueberries when the fruits are in season here. You have the uh, canard orange, duck with orange. Raw onion is an ingredient. Yeah, exactly. You know what's the weirdest thing for me with the ham and pineapple one is that sometimes they add like maraschino cherries on there too, I think. And I'm like, why? Why do you? But like, pineapple on pizza is fine, isn't it? So what is it? Why does that work and not like ham with pineapple on it? I'm not talking about the sushi, Otto. I'm just trying to figure out why these pairings happen because I don't get it. Like just regular things. Oh my gosh, Otto. Otto, when you come back, you can ask your question. There's a place on the road that does cherry milkshake, and I don't know how. They've been. No, I didn't say cherry on pizza. I said pineapple on pizza. If I said cherry on pizza, that was not my intention. I meant like the pineapple pizza. I said that the ham. You know when you have the cartoon ham with the slices of pineapple on it, like the big brown slices that are usually from a can, so extra gross. Well, I feel like sometimes they decorate the like the middle of this pineapple with something red, and I'm like, what is it? Is it like a cherry? It's fresh cherries with some pie filling. Oh, that sounds good. It's like how did we come up with the? I don't know. I mean, cherries on pizza. What the fudge? Unless it's a chocolate pizza, but I don't think you can truly call that pizza. That's the thing. Like I don't understand like some fruit and meat pairings. They're just so weird. Oh, cherries on pizza. Blech. Like, Otto, can you think of a pairing of something that's meant to be sort of savory with a fruit that works aside the pineapple pizza? Cherry limeade Sonic. Sonic is a fast food chain in the US. Not the hedgehog. Right now I don't want to think about fruit zone. I mean, not in a, like it's supposed to be good, like... Anyway, okay, let's ask your question then. It's gonna... it's gonna focus on something else then. I made a Texan cry a couple of weeks ago. We were out dancing and fellow Texan was with us. And I said how much I wanted Whataburger. Why would you do that to me? Oh. Whataburger pronounced Whataburger. Best thing I ate this week out of grade 2. What's special about Whataburger? Best thing we ate. I had some delicious dairy-free ice cream that's coconut and chocolate flavored. That was good. Also did some decent meat cookings this week. I'm not all that not that experienced in cooking meat, so it was nice to do something that turned out great. My husband always say, "Go get me a Sonic cheeseburger." I did just have a killer steak. Steak. We like steak. I'm so sorry, cows. Why are you so delicious? Why are you so delicious, dear cows? Whataburger has the words cold drink with 1 cup. Hold on, what? Hey, Inky, hello. Sorry, the takeout cups have the words cold drink. Oh. Yeah, it's you know, it's one of those little trays that they market to be for use in the bathroom to put like, I don't know, your soap or whatever. Discovered that my local sandwich shop does the best Rice Krispie cakes. Is it different than a Rice Krispie square? Like the thing with marshmallow and Rice Krispies? Oh yeah, I have one in our bathroom to hold our electric. See? Oh my gosh, Auntie Patience. That was great. With your in 2004, are you me indeed? Oh, that's really funny. Oh, Otto! Wow, thank you. Yeah, I've set up members, and the for now the main sort of special feature that members get is a members only live streams on Thursdays. It's on my to-do list to get cute little like icons and some emojis and whatnot. Not sure what's the best thing I had this week, but just opened a big old can of nope. I think it's peach and coconut Fanta. What's a can of nope? Peach and coconut Fanta sounds amazing. I really like the description as Bath and Body Works in a can. It's so funny. Oh, that's not good. It sounded amazing and tastes. Oh no! Oh, that's the worst. Ah, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to write to be so nopey. I have to go. Oh, have a great day, Dirty Blue. Thank you so much for the kind words and for stopping by. I hope you have a great time at the at PRI. Hey, Paulo! We get a lot of foreign sodas at our corner shop, and it's always a fun game. My current favorite is Golden Grape Fanta from Japan. Oh, that sounds yummy. Sounds like one that Otto would also love. I'm not even a big grape person in terms of flavor, but um, Golden Grape, like that sounds good. Tastes like non-alcoholic dessert wine with fizz. Oh, okay, you've just completely turned me off of it. Ugh. Okay, not for me. You can have all of them. in a good way. I mean, sorry, it's the Muscat grape testing. Well, you can have all of it. You and Otto have fun. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Hopefully it pans out. I'm a red grape Fanta kind of girl. Hubby does not like grape as much. I do not like blackcurrant. Purple candies. Purple candies are always a big divider. So over here, I mean, they stay outside. No one likes them here. Yeah, okay, that's not quite turning out like I want, so I might just drop it. Yeah, that's not what I want. Ooh, I tried the grape haichu and really didn't like them. They're really not my jam. So there won't be any fighting over the stash of haichus, I guess. It. I don't have enough hands for 2 brushes and paper towels. Is that grape as an old-fashioned grape soda? I don't know. Aichu flavors are so tuned up though. Still gross. I mean, okay, to me, I understand that. Like, it's funny because it was the one flavor that I was hesitant to buy because I like grape stuff is really hit or miss around here. And so I was at the drugstore and the cashier there, like I know the cashiers by now. I've lived here for a while, and she saw me purchase like mango haichu, and she was like, "Oh yeah, those candies, they're so good, but the best flavor is the grape one." And I was like, "Oh, that's one I haven't tried." And she was like, hold on," and she digs in her pocket of her like uniform, and she takes out a pack of grape haichu, and she gives me one. And I was like, "Oh, well, thank you, awesome." So I brought it back, and that's how I tasted it, and it's really not for me. No, I mean, they are so tuned up, they're gross. Oh, okay. I kind of like some of them, but yeah. Cotton candy grapes are the closest to the grape flavors. Foam candies. US are based on Concord grapes. Ugh. I mean, grapes are already super sweet. I think Concord grapes are those grapes that basically all you can do with them is transform them. They're really annoying to, like, they're tiny, and I think they have seeds in them. It's not the color I want. This is the color I want. Cotton candy gives it. Actual cotton candy is really fun to eat, but it's basically just sugar. We can find like maple cotton candy here, which is fun. The things I ate in abundance as a kid at like the state fair. Last time we went, it was a bite was more than plenty. It's just pure sugar. I don't know how we did it as kids, seriously. There was like no threshold to the amount of sugar you can process as a kid. We got some maple candy from Canada. It is so good, isn't it? I love it. It's really interesting with most of the maple stuff that comes from here because it's basically all of it starts from the same base ingredients, and the only thing that changes is how long you boil it down for and up to which temperature. Hey Melissa, hello. Hey, Sean! Hello! Is that a cobalt teal? No. These are colors from Masha's watercolor. The background color here doesn't show quite right. It seems to be a whole lot more turquoise on my screen, but it's a really green minty color. There is a maple candy that I remember so clearly, and none of my family or friends remember them. They were Werther shaped, but crumbly, and had a nut in the center. Were they a bit the texture of tablet? Yeah, it looks much brighter, but it has neither PG7 nor PG18 in the formula. So was it peanut? Maybe 18 because of granulation. They were very similar to tablet texture, gritty but in a good way. The pigments are PB28 and PY31. Like of super sweet stuff we ate as good cherry I have no idea what's that. Because we have a sort of maple candy like there's one of the states to which you can heat up maple sap that is gonna, I think they call them just maple candies, but the texture is really hard to describe. It's a bit like tablet or like fudge, but with no fat in it. So it is kind of crumbly, but also not dry. And I can imagine someone putting a nut in the middle of it. So perhaps that's what you had. It is so good. I read Cherry Masha and got a toothache. Wow. What is cherry mash? For the uninitiated. The little cat dude's face though. I'm glad you like it. I don't think I did the best job I could have done with it, but not the worst either. Just trying to make it work. Super condensed cherry pie filling made from sugar, some sugar, and probably some cherry flavor in there. Sometimes more liquidy, sometimes. Ugh. Oof. Oof. Dipped in chocolate. Oh, that sounds really hardcore. What's the thing that got discontinued recently? It's one of those, maraschino cherry with like sugar syrup and chocolate. I like the expression, like he's in a Colosseum victorious. Yeah, that works. It's more in terms of the colors. Like, I love these colors, but I don't think they enjoy layering as much as other paints I've tried. So if I had to do another painting, I would plan it better so I don't end up layering so much. Hey, Moby Dick, hi! My cats make that face when they knock something off the table while making... Cherry Blossom! Yes, that's it! He came in just in the right time to... It got discontinued recently. And like, you could find them going for absurd prices on auction sites. Got a new order of paints to realize it had no pigment numbers and only color names, so I don't know. Even the website doesn't have any kind of chart or reference or whatever. Are those the Nova paints you got? I'm so sad about that. It was in my best chocolate. Oh, really? No, I checked, and yeah, the cadmium red light definitely behaves like a cadmium red light, but who knows? You could maybe write to them. Perhaps they have the resource available, it's just not... It's such a weird notion to not have the pigment info on paints. Unless it's kids' paints, you know? It's like a huge chocolate-covered cherry, but it's not liquid inside, it's sort of... think chocolate. Oh, okay. Reminds me of, you know, those filled chocolates that basically the filling is like the tablet consistency, but it's just like white sugar and it's flavored like vanilla, orange, whatever. You find them often in the assorted boxes of chocolates. These are so sweet. Oh no, I'm late. Oh no! Hey, number 23, hello! I took Kindle mint cakes home thinking my family would think it was funny, and what's the joke? Sugar, sugar, mint, more sugar. So you expected them to find it too sweet, perhaps? I feel like that gross underestimation is on you, though. The North American palate is no bueno. It's basically a block of mint flavored sugar. Ugh. Why? I'll never really understand the mashup of having sweet mint. Even my toothpaste it's mint flavored, but I tried to find the one that's the least sweet possible because I just, the pairing doesn't work for me. That's meant to eat while you climb Mount Everest or hike, but pure sugar. Oh, dude. Baking soda peroxide toothpaste. Almost. The one I get is from Dessert Essence. And it's like full-blown mint. And not any sugar. Oh, chocolate toothpaste. Blech. Was that for kids? Kids have the weirdest flavors of toothpaste, like bubblegum and fruits. Even the thin, I can do it. I can't. I mint chocolate and orange chocolate are flavor combos that are not for me. Oh, chocolate toothpaste. No, it's like when they had the ketchup that was green and purple and blue. I remember it because at that time I was a freshly moved student, and also kind of not on a very big budget. And there was a dollar store near me, so sometimes the groceries would come from the dollar store, and the colorful ketchup ended up there. And I was like, well, it's Heinz, it's ketchup, it's less expensive, so I'm gonna get that. So I got a bottle for a bit. And it was just like visually it was gross. The taste was basically ketchup with food coloring in it. So my in-laws all think mint is too spicy. So I found ugh. But the fruit flavored toothpaste. Okay, it's gonna be a bit gross. So if you are feeling easy to gross out right now, plug your ears. But the fruit toothpaste tastes like vomit. It's just not salvageable. Cinnamon has potential. I remember the green and purple ketchup never blue. I think there was a blue, but I mean, either way, like the actual ketchup was never the color that they showed in the ads. It was basically like just really dark ketchup. Chocolate orange, I can see it even if I'm not a fan. Mint chocolate or toothpaste? No thanks. Yeah, no, nope. Oh my god, I'm going through an online Asian supermarket and they have Lay's chips cucumber flavor? Okay. I mean, sure. These are both my 5 candy though. I mean, you can have all of them. That's good. You can have all of them. Hey, Dominic, hi. By the way, after chocolate are associated with my grandmother's house. For me, it's the you know the big white peppermints that are basically like a puck, like a small white puck. Those were always at my granddad's, and they would always taste a bit weird because my grandparents were smokers. So everything would kind of taste a bit like smoke. Honey flavored toothpaste. That's a choice. Grapefruit actually. Well, I don't. I mean, for me, it didn't. I can't have it anymore because of medicine interactions, but I had no issue with grapefruit at all. But there's something about fruit toothpaste that they just don't nail it right. Menthol ciggy candies, yeah, a bit. And like it's your grandparents' place, so it's about the most exciting food they have. It's the mints. They don't really have cookies. They don't have anything like exciting. Just a big tin of menthol ciggy mints. My grandpa would keep the you know how cigarettes have like the paper sleeve, or they used to anyway. But he would keep the paper sleeves and cut them up, and that would be his memo pads for next to the phone. And the phone was one of those big old phones that you had to roll the wheel, like yeah, fond memories. They also have Oreos in peach oolong flavor. Ooh, I would so try that. Oh, that sounds bomb. It's so weird. I would rather try that than like the Oreos that have flavors like pumpkin pie. Like that's I know what pumpkin pie tastes like. Like this, but I mean peach oolong Oreos, that one I don't know. I'm really curious about it. Like that sounds amazing. I remember my grandma has jujubes, those weird wax fruit candies, but they were a bit like wine gums. But they were so old and hard unless it wasn't. That was the whole point. Mom's side, always amazing food and snacks. Dad's side, plastic coated furniture and those thick plastic runners that has spike. Oh, dude. My grandparents on my mom's side were like that too. And they would keep they would keep a jar of the off-brand Nutella. You know, the major gourmet one. That doesn't taste quite right, you know, but that's so much cheaper. And they had a jar of that, and it was technically just for when I would go. My brother was too young and not a big fan of it. And I loved Nutella, but they would not buy Nutella. They would buy that knockoff Nutella. That was the only thing they had. And I have fun memories of it, but yeah, it's like like you say, the spiky runners that go under the carpets or over the carpets to protect them. And yeah, the furniture with the plastic coating. Oh my gosh. Ah, that just threw me back. And there was a big library of the Reader's Digests. I was about the only thing to read there. That and a couple of really, really old Archie's comics that used to be my aunt's. Because on my mom's side, there was like 10 years between each kid. So the youngest kid was not really that much older than me. I mean, yes, it's still, but not like when I was born, she was still a teen. You know the plastic spike runners, if you ever ran on one. Oh, dude. Or tripped in one. I would trip in it all the time. Peach oolong Oreos sound amazing. They smell floral. I thought they were inedible. But I watched a cartoon with them and apparently they are edible. Maybe? I thought my nickname from the grandma would enunciate and obstrue what? Sorry, what? And it was so weird because there was nothing to do over there. Oh, the memories, they hurt. my most one of the my favorite things to do back then, and I was really quite young, like probably around 6 or 7, or maybe younger, 5. But like in my kid's brain, like I couldn't understand the spatial locations of everything. But whenever we would visit my grandparents, they were in a more cosmopolitan town than we would live. And every time we would visit them, we would go to the specialty market and get one Asian pear. You know, the yellow ones that look like apples, but they're like the Asian pears. And I would be looking forward to it so much. Now, I mean, you can find them anywhere, like it's not special anymore. But as a kid, like I was too young to understand anything around it. I just knew that it was awesome. Like the flavor was cool, the texture was cool, and you couldn't get them at home. So, hey, hi Jill, by the way. I don't know if I said hi, but hi. It's nice to see you. I'm late to the party, but glad I could catch up. Yeah, of course. I think I'm mostly done. I'm liking this idea of having sort of a geometric shape fading out in the background. I feel like that's a fun way to have something in the back and also to make use of all the really awesome granulating paints out there. It's kind of abstract, but it has a texture and it kind of fills up the space. I would probably try it like with a shimmer paint too. Like perhaps not have the fading effect, but have the plain, sorry, full like geometric shape. I was really not sure how I was gonna do the metal. I think it worked out okay. I think what really helped it was using a bit of the shadow turquoise because it gave it this kind of glow. Like the edges have more of the orange in here, and the rest has more of the turquoise. So it's a really interesting effect. So that part was a lucky accident, or happy accident. I'll have a video about these paints soon. I really like the background of this one. It's a neat effect. Thank you so much. I'm glad you agree. Oh my gosh, Rage! Bonjour. Yeah, it is an adventure cat. One of the bajillion adventure cats I've had to draw. Haven't heard from you in a while, Rage. I hope you're doing well. I have perhaps a last little question for you guys before I leave. I was wondering, like I don't think it's gonna influence what I do much, but I would love to know what you think still in terms of like content on a channel, like you know my channel, you know the kind of stuff that I usually post. And I was wondering if I did a sort of series that's a bit more about like decluttering and featuring like me sorting out my space. Is that something that you think you would watch, or if that's the kind of video you would skip? Just curious, like I'm just pondering it. Yeah, life has been crazy busy. Yeah, busy. I'm doing okay, seriously. Could be so much worse, but yeah. We live in a weird timeline, is what I usually say. There's like, I have a long to-do list, and I always feel like I can't get anything, like any progress done. It's just weird. Who did the cat fight the robot vacuum? That should be the sister drawing to this one. Have like a Roomba split in half. Like that's not actually blood. That's like Roomba oil. I would watch. I think it would be fun to put on for inspiration, as I'm currently doing that in my own studio. Would watch Love Art Declutter vids. Would watch and hopefully be inspired to tame this piece. Oh, I'm glad. Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I kind of like them too, but yeah, I was wondering because that's something that I really have to do, and I was trying to be efficient. So I was like, I could. That's definitely something I could document in a bit of a sort of series slash vlog. And yeah, it's about a lot of stuff like art stuff and whatnot. But I was curious to see if there was a like, is it worth it for me to document this stuff really, or should I just do it anyway? But I might document it, so that way it would also. That's something that I have to do anyway. So if I can do it and also kind of make content out of it, that's the Venn diagram you want to have. Like you want to land in the overlap between these two things, like stuff you have to do and stuff that makes for interesting content. Hi, I would watch. I'm going through my art space. Packing to move. Oh my gosh, Charlotte, best of luck. That's the thing that haunts me. It's like if eventually we have to move, I won't have time to sort everything out. So I kind of want to sort everything out now. So if there are things that I want to sell, if there are things that I have to, you know, dispose in a specific way, that I have the time frame to do it, you know. It's also a good way to see your before. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Like I did it with when I set up the little things in this corner here. The video I made about the mead and stuff, and it was really interesting to see the before and after. I agree. Documented. I've watched science series on decluttering, and it was super. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Awesome. Well, I'm glad. That's an extra kick in the butt to get stuff done. A wise thing to do. Oh, seriously. It's gotten to this point. All right, so I'll get that. I'll give that a bit more prominence in my thoughts process. Like instead of being on the back burner, I'm gonna bring it to the front burner along with everything else. And yeah. So I have a video about these paints that's going. Also, I'm working on a video about the full Rosa Gallery range. That's kind of why I'm a bit late for tomorrow's video. That will probably not be ready on time, but I'll try to get it done ASAP. But so yeah, so this review, the Rosa, I have another, I have commissions, and I have the decluttering too. Busy, but busy is good. I like busy. Oh no, 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 box of paint, what? Painted have the defeated Roomba and a cat night. Did it survive the drop? Box of paint? Also, very, very last thing, if you guys paint with all sorts of paints, all sorts of paper, a little tip I would give is to, whenever you're done with a painting, like this one is not fully dry probably, so I'm not going to do it yet, but I like to try and on the back, when I'm done, like in graphite, I will write the paints I used and the paper I used and perhaps like the inking tool I used in this case. So that's something that I would recommend doing, because further along in your painting journey, you might come back to an older painting and be like, oh, I wonder how I got this effect. And by then you no longer have any memory of what you use or how you made something. So they're cheap to replace, but I flattened it out and now it's like a 0.5 chisel rather than... Well, I mean, a 0.5 chisel is still a nice point to have. Do you guys get a moment of cringe? Like, not cringe. Do you wince when you drop any kind of pencil on the floor? Like, whether it's a mechanical pencil or a wooden pencil, because you know that the leads are dead. Ooh, that's a good... Yeah, seriously, I wish I had done it more steadily. So I would really, really suggest doing that. Even if you don't paint, like if you draw, regardless of what you do, it's always a great idea to just write down what you used. So yeah. So that's it for today. Unless you guys have some last minute questions, I'm gonna be sorting this out and keep on working on the Rosa video. I didn't get what the moment of cringe... When you drop them, Lena. Like you have your pencil and it rolls and you don't manage to catch it before it lands on the floor. I wince even when other people do. Oh, I do that too. Oh, yes. It falls and your heart skips a... Yeah, exactly. And you're like, oh no. And like someone like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I dropped my pencil. And they look at you like you just sprouted a third arm in the forehead, you know. Also do that with the if you have a drawing tablet, like dropping the digital pencil. Also not fun. It can really mess them up. 100%. It's like a horror movie. It really is. Oh, okay, truly the last thing before I leave. I was walking to school ages ago, and it was the winter, and everything was icy. And I had my big parachute backpack. I call it the parachute backpack because it was freaking huge. And in the lowest pocket, like on the front, I had my pencil case with all of my animation drawing pencils in there, which are basically wooden pencils. And I slipped on the ice and I fell back on my backpack. I was fine, didn't hurt myself. So there was someone who saw me and laughed, but that's it. They came to help anyway. But I get back up, finish going to school, settle down, get my stuff ready for class. I opened my pencil case and my longest pencils were broken. I had broken them by falling on them, and I was like, oh, crud. So yeah, so that's the story. I had to turn off an art tutorial once because the artist kept dropping. Oh, they should have cut that out. That's horrific. Pencils fall in time lapse. Almost. No. Clack, 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 clack. All right. That's it. So have a good rest of your weekend, guys. I will be having the members only live stream on Thursdays, and then regular live stream next Saturday, and hopefully as soon as possible new videos on the channel. And then I'll try to, keep to the schedule, but yeah, some videos do take a bit more time to do, so that's just the way these things roll. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great weekend, and see ya all in the next one. Bye bye.